Well, good morning, everyone. It looks like I am 1 minute warning at this point. Hail to Judicon, Darius Munchausen, and those of you that joined after I already sent out a bunch of hails. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you can hear me just fine. We'll be underway shortly. A 6-minute daily, about 7 stories, I think. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, and whenever you are watching. Thank you for checking out the 6-minute daily. We have a lot of things to cover. Well, not that many, only about 6 or 7, but they're interesting stories and might take a couple of moments. We definitely are going to talk about a couple of these in the later show, the Tuesday tirade. Hopefully, Tom will be able to make it, but there's a decent chance he won't today, so we'll have to just, solo it or find another guest to help out with the discussions of the day. But moving on, like I said, we do have some stories to talk about. And I always try to start with the sad news first. And that's going to be Bobby Unser has passed away. He's the 3-time Indy 500 champion. He's part of a very iconic racing family. Many family members have raced and continue to race as part of the Unser tradition. He was 87 years old. He pretty much dominated news coverage during the period of time from the early 70s, probably into the mid 80s. At least him and his family did. So that's a real shame, kind of a sad thing. For those of you who have ever followed racing, Indy is a fun thing. F1 racing, those types of cars always were fun for me to watch. So growing up as a kid, anyway. Moving on, we have Bill and Melinda Gates' divorce. This broke widely yesterday afternoon, and a lot of people were, not surprised. I guess Bill has a reputation that he never failed to live up to with some people, including his wife. Interesting way to put it. We no longer believe we can grow together as a couple. These people have gone out of their way to try to present themselves as humanitarians and everything else. There obviously is some other darker things at work here. So, it's a real shame. I feel bad, but in the end, I mean, her complaints being he would spend more time with books than with her and the kids. There you go. Moving from there, citing COVID-19 safety concerns, SAG-AFTRA, which is one of the unions there, the Screen Actors Guild unions, issues a do not work notice for the Curse of the Clown Motel. Now, this isn't the first one that they're doing or have done before. The do not work notices basically tell anybody that's part of the union don't work for them. And if you do, there are consequences, union consequences, which is, kind of not great. I mean, people should be allowed to work on projects. They want to cite COVID-19 things, but what's really going on here and has been happening a lot with SAG-AFTRA is sometimes you employ people outside of the unions, and the unions don't like that. They don't like the fact that people have, the ability to hire from outside of their closely gathered group of people that they charge money for, and then spend that money possibly on things that the people that are part of the group aren't interested in spending money on. These tactics I do not like. They can certainly give, I could totally understand warnings citing safety concerns. If you're a member of these particular guilds or unions, you should be made aware that these people don't seem to be following the guidelines that we would prefer. But threatening you and your future, that's kind of garbage, in my opinion. Again, thank you all for showing up. I see many of you just popped in. Keely Chow, Mike Beat, Red Gaze. We've got Knights and, of course, Kashi Queen. What's up, Amber? Keely Chow, and so many more. Good to see you guys. All right, moving on to our next story, of course, we have Kevin Spacey's trying to evade a $40 million SA lawsuit unless the accuser reveals the identity. Now, when you are being pursued on any form of charges, and I think this should be something that we all understand, you have the right to face your accuser. Anonymous pursuit of these types of things isn't fair. Now, the problem is when it comes to this man, devious, terrible accidents happen to the folks that seem to go after him, much like his titular role in the famous Netflix series House of Cards. So I don't know. I can understand not wanting to reveal your identity, but you're gonna have to in order to get some money out of this man. And again, you should be able to face your accuser in any circumstance, which is why it can be argued that tickets that are given out by cameras, you can't face a camera. The camera can't be a witness because you can't question them, and they also can't provide proper service. So it's an interesting argument lots of lawyers make when it comes to these things. And what's interesting about this is the Red Hot Chili Peppers are going to sell their song catalog to Hignosis for upwards of $140 million. Sounds like they want to cash out. If you want to talk about the definition of selling out, this would be it. And to tell you, I'm not surprised. And finally, this is something I hope doesn't happen, but it already has been ordered to pilot. A remake of Night Court starring Melissa Rauch from Big Bang Theory and John Larroquette from the original is being put together at the moment. So there we are. Be sure to check out all the great coverage today that's happening across all subjects, including the May 4th fake Star Wars Day. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye. Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day. Thank you for the box of popcorn.